Ants News Video, January 2024. Welcome to the January edition of Ants News Video, a month filled with a lot of interesting events and initiatives from the Salesian world. Enjoy the vision. RMG. The 42nd Salesian Family Spirituality Day. The 42nd Salesian Family Spirituality Days in 2024 unfolded in Turin from 18th to 21st January, gathering 345 members from 45 countries and 22 Salesian family groups. Day 1 featured the presentation of the Strenna by the Rector Major, Cardinal Angel Fernandez Artime, followed by the inaugural Holy Eucharist. Day 2 featured the round table with noted speakers on the theme of the Strenna, followed in the afternoon with visit to the Salesian places. Day 3 featured the session with sharing of youth experiences titled Transforming Wolves into Lambs, followed by the afternoon visit to the Valsalice, which culminated with a fraternal evening in the theatre. The last day was dedicated to the final Eucharist in the Basilica, followed by the meeting of the Salesian family groups and the concluding session. Democratic Republic of the Congo. Training for oratory leaders. The Youth Ministry of the Central African Province organized an annual training session for young oratory leaders in Kafubu, Democratic Republic of the Congo. Over 538 young people gathered for the event from Lubumbashi and other neighboring cities. To facilitate the formation program and handle the large participation, they were divided into groups into two different places: the Kwesu Institute for Girls and the Ima Institute for Boys. The theme of the formation program was Let's Build Together, and the objective was to equip young individuals with the skills to guide their peers in oratory activities and during holidays. Ethiopia Intercongregational Job Fair 2024. On 24th January, an intercongregational job fair took place at the Don Bosco Catholic Technical Vocational Education and Training Institute in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The event aimed to provide job opportunities for graduates of vocational training centers from Salesian technical schools. The primary objectives were to create employment opportunities for graduates and facilitate networking between training providers and companies, promoting self-employment and small businesses. Round tables were conducted with various companies, government sector offices, and training providers during the event. South Sudan. First meeting of the Salesian Youth Movement. From January 25th to 29th in Wau, South Sudan, the inaugural gathering of the Salesian Youth Movement took place at the Don Bosco Vocational Training Center. The event brought together 150 young participants for the first time, representing all three Salesian missionary communities as well as the FMA and Don Bosco from Kwajok, Tonj and Wau in South Sudan. Throughout the event days, attendees engaged in various animation activities and delved into the theme of the Rector Major's Strenna 2024 titled The Dream That Makes You Dream. The focus was on fostering a heart that transforms wolves into lambs. America South Cone. Brazil Missionary Volunteering Project. The 18th edition of the Missionary Volunteering Project, dedicated to young individuals from the Salesian provinces of Brazil, Porto Alegre, unfolded from January 14th to 20th. Over 100 enthusiastic participants aged 18 and above gathered in 3 different places in the province: Sao Joaquim, Poço Redondo and Missal, to immerse themselves in the spirit of Salesian youth. This initiative was specifically designed for leaders and young adults aged over 30 who hold significant positions within Salesian youth communities to deepen their engagement with Salesian youth spirituality. The event successfully fostered a sense of community and shared purpose among the diverse group of participants. Argentina. Explorers of Don Bosco Summer Camp. Between January 3rd and 7th in Anisacate, Argentina, over 800 explorers of Don Bosco from the provinces of Salta, Córdoba, Tucumán, Mendoza, San Juan, San Luis, and Santiago del Estero came together to celebrate their summer camp. The theme for this year's camp was "A Heart That Dreams, 1,000 Who Live It," inspired by the Rector Major's Strenna 2024. Throughout the summer camp, young participants engaged in workshops, catechism and games. Bishop Alejandro Mussolino, SDB, and Father Horacio Barbieri, the provincial, provided their full support and blessings for the success of the activities. East Asia, Oceania. South Korea. The 56th edition of the Don Bosco basketball tournament. From January 12th to 14th, the Salesian School Gymnasium in Gwangju, South Korea, buzzed with energy as it hosted the 56th edition of the Don Bosco basketball tournament. Over 350 young participants from 3 cities across the country gathered to showcase their athletic skills. Beyond the competitive spirit, the event provided a platform for creating new connections, fostering friendships, and promoting sportsmanship. The tournament's success owed much to the unwavering support of the Salesian Cooperators and the dedication of over 100 volunteers. Thailand. The 10th edition of the Salesian Sports Festival. From January 12th to 15th, the Salesian Educational Commission of Thailand successfully hosted the 10th edition of the Salesian Sports Festival at the Sarasit Pitayalai Salesian School in Banpong. This remarkable sporting event also served as a platform for celebrating the centenary of the Salesian presence in Thailand. The festival gathered spirited participation, bringing together a total of 2,000 athletes engaged in a diverse range of activities. The event included football, futsal, basketball, volleyball, and many more sport events. Cambodia. Indigenous people speak up at Voices, Cambodia. On 27th and 28th, the social communication team of the Cambodia Salesian delegation organized the Voices program at Don Bosco KEP, bringing together representatives from 8 indigenous groups. Day 1 included sharing and discussions on identity, language, traditions, and problems within indigenous groups, and concluded with a cultural night. Day 2 also featured sharing, and formulation of the deliberations, a visit to the sacred Bosco National Park mountain, and the conclusion. It was indeed a unique event with the theme of the indigenous people meticulously planned and executed by Father Albeiro Rodas and his team. Indonesia, Don Bosco Feast at Sumba. To celebrate the feast of St. John Bosco, the Salesian community in Sumba organized an important event that involved many young people. A football tournament brought together the students and teachers of the Don Bosco Vocational School and Training Center, Salesians, Faithful, and Salesian brothers, together with the aspirants and the pre-novices. Other games, activities such as treasure hunt and recreational activities were conducted, which finally concluded with the young people dedicating themselves to social activities such as cleaning of the beach. The celebrations ended with the Eucharistic celebration presided over by Father Ignatius Herianto, attended by the young people and children from the Wipangali Oratory, members of Adma, FMA, and many faithful. South Asia. Kolkata, India. 9th Salesian Brothers Congress of South Asia. The 9th Salesian Brothers Congress of South Asia, hosted at Nitika, Don Bosco, in the Salesian province of Kolkata, took place between December 30 and 3rd January with the theme The Salesian Brother in the 21st Century, Identity, Fidelity and Leadership. A total of 103 Salesians participated in it, 88 being brothers and 15 priests. The Congress was moderated by Brother Puthenpurakal Jose, and the inaugural session witnessed the presence of esteemed figures including Brother Jean-Paul Muller, Father Ivo Coelho, and Father Biju Michael. The day concluded with a Eucharistic celebration led by Archbishop Thomas de Souza. The subsequent days included sessions on formation, decline in Salesian Brothers' numbers, and a panel discussion. Bosco Fest for Youth Empowerment at Dimapur. On January 7th, the Don Bosco alumni units of Dimapur and Kolkata jointly organized the inaugural Bosco Fest at the Don Bosco High Secondary School ground in Dimapur. The event featured a captivating live musical concert by Bollywood playback singer Abhijit Bhattacharya, Euphoria Band, and well-known local singers Lenin Jamir and Alobo Naga. Beyond the musical extravaganza, the fest brought together the people of Nagaland through the universal language of music, aiming to empower youth for a sustainable future. Bosco Fest marked a significant milestone in fostering unity, cultural exchange, and youth empowerment. Kolkata International Youth Festival. Between 26th to 28th January at the Don Bosco School in Siliguri, India, the Salesians of the province of Kolkata organized an international youth festival on the theme The Dream That Makes You Dream. The event attracted over 700 young participants from 24 Salesian parishes spanning Bengal, Sikkim, Bihar, Bangladesh and Nepal. The festival featured a diverse array of sessions and activities like presentation on the theme of the event, discussions on addictions and environmental concerns, quizzes focusing on Don Bosco, and moments of prayer and reflection. The cultural evening highlighted the talents of young individuals from various language groups. distinguished guests added significance to the occasion. Hyderabad Interfaith Collaboration Research Seminar. From January 28th to February 1st, the research seminar on sharing Salesian charism and mission with people of neighbor religions unfolded at St. Joseph's province of Hyderabad. Organized by the Salesian Provincial Conference of South Asia, Missions Sector and Formation Sector, the collaborative effort brought Salesians together from various regions. The event, marked by a solemn blessing, aimed at exploring faith and interfaith relations. The core activities of the seminar focused on scholarly papers aiming to deepen the Salesian understanding of neighbor religions and their integration with the Salesian charism and mission. Central and Northern Europe. Poland Salesian Leadership School. Between 12th to 14th January, young leaders from different Salesian presences in the province of Krakow assembled for the inaugural meeting of the Salesian Leadership School at the Salesian Seminary in Krakow, Poland. The three-day event centered on the theme, "A Dream That Becomes Reality," 4 dimensions of the oratory. During this gathering, participants immersed themselves in reflective sessions and engaged in various moments of formation and celebration. The event provided a platform for young leaders to collectively explore and contemplate their roles within the Salesian community, fostering companionship and growth among the participants in the Salesian Leadership School. Russia Winter Youth Camp at the Salesian Oratory in Gachina. From 3rd to the 7th January in Gachina, Russia, the Salesian Oratory organized a winter camp for 40 kids aged 8 to 14 and 10 leaders. The program included dancing, singing, theater, team games, group work, workshops, and moral education meetings. On the last day, they celebrated Christmas following the Julian calendar with gifts for the children and leaders. The camp aimed to provide fun and educational experience for the youth despite the cold weather, emphasizing indoor activities to keep everyone warm and engaged. Slovakia Centenary of Salesian presence in the country. On 8th January 2024 in Slovakia, the Salesians of Don Bosco commenced their Year of Gratitude to celebrate 100 years since they first arrived in the country. The centennial festivities began with a live Eucharistic celebration at the Church of the Virgin Mary of Seven Sorrows in Missionary, where Blessed Titus Ziman was born. Throughout the year, the Salesians plan to express their gratitude through various activities, including a pilgrimage in Sastin and a special Eucharistic concelebration. Their focus is on reviving Don Bosco's teachings and values, emphasizing education, youth engagement, and social assistance, with 23 centers in Slovakia and a commitment to aiding Ukrainian refugees. The Year of Gratitude also reflects on their history, navigating challenges during the Second World War and the communist regime, leading to their revival in the 1990s. Inter-America. Ecuador Yanquam Janita Football Schools. The Yanquam Janita Football School, launched in 2020, is a significant initiative for the Achuar indigenous community in the heart of the Ecuadorian Amazon. The project, named after Father Luis Bolla, aims to offer Achwar children and youth a positive spirit by promoting sports, values like respect and teamwork, and contributing to their education and faith. In the past 4 years, 7 active football schools have been established across Achwar communities, engaging over 700 participants. These schools are run with the help of the community volunteers, and thus the Achwar children are given good training and formation. There is a hope that in the future, a national Achwar team would operate to participate in tournaments across the country. Dominican Republic Annual Assembly of Salesian Cooperators. From January 5th to 7th in Jarabacoa, Dominican Republic, the Salesian Cooperators gathered at the Salesian Formation and Promotion Center for their annual assembly with the theme, Dreaming to Transform Hearts. The assembly spanned various activities, beginning with the presentation of the Srena, showcasing Don Bosco's childhood dream and sharing the history of local Salesian Cooperators centers. The members engaged in an oratory with the La Joya community children, sharing animations and songs, concluding with the 3 kings gifting presents to the children. The assembly concluded with an encouraging introspection into the Salesian Cooperators' vocation and role among today's youth. Mediterranean. Italy. Government ministers visit the Salesians in Forlì. On 12th January, Italian Deputy Prime Minister Antonio Tajani and Minister Anna Maria Bernini visited Forlì in northern Italy, exploring the city and the Don Bosco Salesian Institute. The Salesian Vocational Training Center has over 500 enrolled students, offering a university residence and boarding school for 60 individuals. During the meeting, Father Roberto Dal Molin, the provincial, stressed the importance of supporting youths in their formative journey. The ministers emphasized the significance of vocational training and the human aspect in politics. They also discussed strengthening Italy-Africa relations through collaborative training and mixed companies for economic growth and international cooperation. Portugal. Salesian Youth Movement meetings in Setúbal and Porto. On 13th of January in Setúbal and Porto, Portugal, the Salesian Youth Movement organized meetings for pre-adolescents and adolescents with the theme Advance in the Dream. 400 participants at the national level reflected and worked on the theme, continuing the journey undertaken during this pastoral year to share it with others, grow in human, relational and spiritual maturity, and celebrate the faith together. The participants, full of joy, committed themselves to living Don Bosco's dream at 9 years of age, 200 years later. The Salesian Youth Movement considers itself an integral part of realizing this dream. Spain. Bosco Music. On 2nd January, in Ourense, Spain, the Amencer Youth Center orchestrated the 28th edition of Bosco Music, a philanthropic concert dedicated to supporting the Proyecto Hombre de Galicia, Galician Project Man. The event showcased a diverse array of musical styles encompassing rock, pop, and authors' songs, featuring both acoustic renditions and unreleased versions. A total of 20 musicians including both groups and soloists, took the stage, captivating the audience with their performances. Bosco music not only entertained the audience but also served a noble cause, highlighting the power of music in fostering community support for initiatives like the Proyecto Hombre de Galicia. Malta. The Salesian family celebrates the feast of Don Bosco at national level. On January 28th in Dingley, Malta, the feast of Don Bosco was celebrated by the Friends of Don Bosco and the Salesian Youth Movement in collaboration with the Salesian family of Malta. The event took place at Savio College and marked the first gathering of the different Maltese Salesian places to honor Don Bosco. More than 500 members of the Salesian family came together for the celebration. The day commenced with a Holy Eucharistic celebration presided over by Father Paul Formosa, the provincial of the Salesian Vice Province of Malta. After which, various recreational activities were organized. During the program, some members of the Salesian family were recognized for their contributions with awards presented by the Friends of Don Bosco of Malta. That's all we have for you in the January edition of Ant's News Video. Please do share it with your young people, confreres and beneficiaries and make the good news known. Thanks to you for watching Ant's News Video and see you soon in the February edition. Thank you.